What is up, guys? Today we have the, what is this, AC Ultron KO. That is supposed to be the KO for the Revoltech Ultron. And as you can see, my box is absolutely smashed, but this is the outside of the box. I probably would just throw the box away after the review, but just wanted to keep it for you guys to see that this box looks like this. But yeah, let's get this box opened up. At this point, I could just tear the box open, but let's be civil here. Let's be civil. Let's not be as reckless as the people who, shipped and delivered this box. Let's not be like them. um, damn, this box is beat up. I can't even get out of the box. Wow. Wow, he actually comes with a decent amount of accessories. And as you can see, the Ultron figure looks pretty good as well. All the stands that I'm probably going to just throw out, so who cares about that? Wow, this box is beat up. Like, bro got... Look, it's literally ripped right here because, like, I can't even open it this way. Dude. What did they do to my poor Ultron box? This is, like, one of the worst conditioned boxes aside from this one that I've received in the mail. Like, what is going on? Like, that's insane. But anyways, let's take a look at this figure, right? Let's get a look at the figure first before we talk about the accessories. He looks pretty good. I mean, look wise, I really like it. I think it looks good, especially for a KO Ultron that costed about $20. Not bad. Let's see if we can review the figure without it breaking, though. Let's get a closer look at that head sculpt. Looks pretty menacing. Looks pretty good. Like I said, it's pretty scary with those red eyes like that. But let's get one more full body look at the figure real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have the real figure because it costs like $900. But let's get into the articulation. So ab crunch. What is this piece like so like wobbly right here? So ab crunch, almost non-existent, unless I need to warm the figure up, or maybe it's because there you go, it was stuck. So ab crunch is right there. It's because the piece was like out of like it was supposed to be locked in. Like my figure looks a little crooked right here, but it's okay, I guess. So the ab crunch, you have to move this piece in. I think it's because it's bent a little bit, maybe, or I had to like turn it. I'm not sure, but yeah, there is a good ab crunch. Wow, this figure is actually really articulated. It. I'm very surprised. Got the you know, can't really hit like the 90 degree, and I'm not gonna force it to. It's just really, really tight here, so I'm gonna have to warm this up because if not, I'm gonna probably break it. But again, like the articulation is definitely here. Look at this. Look at this guy. Articulation is definitely here though, for sure. So warming him up helped a lot actually. I he's kind of wet because I couldn't really, fully dry him off right now, but he has some pretty good range. The last time I used it, he literally, yeah, I was about to say he literally went like over his arm like he was punching. So as you can see, he has really good range. I don't want to force it because it's about to snap. It's like very tight still. Um, I need to get that shock oil, but for the time being, he does have good range. So um, yeah, look, see, so good range, just like the joints like looking like they're about to split. So you got to be very careful with that. They're black. I don't know why, but they do look like they're gonna split if you like push too far. Just be careful with that. But yeah, really good articulation on this guy. Aside from like this piece it keeps coming out. And I'm trying to show you like he can articulate as long as you be very careful with it. But this part is loose now, maybe because I warmed it up. But it's fine though. Like it functions and it's well. Um, he's not kicking more than that. At least I don't think so. I'm trying to get the joint to like yeah. The way that the joint is positioned, it's not gonna kick up more than this. And even it's not even gonna kick up straight on this leg because the joint for some reason is positioned sideways. I don't know why. So it's like he's kicking out sideways. He's not kicking out in front of him. I'm trying to move it or swivel it so that the line will be front facing, not sideways, but it won't let me. So yeah, it won't let me. Oh, now his legs look. I don't know. Was it always like that? I don't know. He has a double jointed knee. He has his like ankles move No side to side. He does have a toe joint. Overall, though, he functions. It's just like some joints are tight still, even after warming them up. I would just be very careful for snapping them, but like he's good. It's not like he's like wobbling everywhere. He can like, can he stand up on his own? He can stand up on his own. Even if you use him as a statue, like he looks pretty good. Know what I'm saying? So if you need an Ultron figure, this is literally like $20, $30, and it looks pretty good. So there you have it. That's your Ultron for you right there. See if I can hit a dark side pose real quick. Come on. Here we go. Look at that. I was trying to have him like have his hands behind his back. Looks good, right? I think it looks good. You know, it's obviously a KO. It's not the real figure, but I'm sure like after all this time, the real figure is probably like falling apart by this point. But let's get into the accessories. So we have like all of these different like blast effect pieces that I don't know where they go. Did this break? I think this might have snapped. I think it's supposed to be like this, and it snapped. Did it? So we have the feet here that you swap out to put the fire in effect in. 'Cause I don't believe his normal feet. Yeah, his normal feet don't have that peg hole in the bottom. Wow, I was about to say, wow, he came with no extra hands, but he does come with extra hands. Wow, this figure is actually pretty impressive. Or this KO, I should say. I was expecting it to be no extra hands. No, first of all, the accessories that come with this figure aren't even on the original figure. So that goes to show how much more detail and like attention that they put into this figure when making it. They gave you guys additional effects for you to put on the figure. And then here are the hands. I'm assuming plug it in and it'll be like this. There we go. You put the fingers on the effects. So it looks like he's blasting. It was actually really cool. I'm going to put the yellow ones though, because the yellow ones remind me more of Iron Man. You can maneuver the hands and put them in place wherever you need to because it is that soft plastic. So that's really good. So it's not like a hard plastic where if the hands are, you know, not where they're supposed to be, you can't move them. You can. So that's good. That's a good thing about KOs is that they typically use soft plastic, at least the CC Toys ones. But look, get these like blasting effects with his hands. Looks pretty cool. Obviously, it's not like super high quality, but it's a KO, and you're getting accessories that aren't even on the figure. So here's your size comparison. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my Marvel Legends, but I think this is a far better size comparison with a real Revoltech 2.0 on the left and a Mafex live action Captain America on the right. And this gives you a diverse size comparison because you can see how it scales with live action Mafex, and you can also see how it scales with. Bro, there's a fly on my figure. What the hell? There's so many flies here in New York right now. I came home and there's like 3 flies in my room. Like, what the hell is going on? Did you not just see the fly that was on my figure? Did you just see what just happened? Like, I don't understand. I come back home and there's flies everywhere. Anyways, so you get a diverse size comparison here. You have the 2.0 on the left, a real Revoltech next to the KO Revoltech. So you get a Marvel figure, a Spider-Man figure, and you get a Revoltech figure comparison. And on the right, you get a live action Marvel Mafex size comparison. KO Revoltech Ultron scales very good here because he's way taller than the 2.0 Spidey, meaning that he's like taller, of course, which he's supposed to be. And he's taller than the live action Captain America as well. So he's taller than both figures, both authentic, real figures. So I think that's a plus. I think he scales perfectly with the other two. And that means that he's the perfect height that he's supposed to be. He looks huge compared to these two other guys. And I think that's a good thing. So, great size comparison. Let's get into the final thoughts of the figure. Well, as you can see, it's Mr. Aura himself, Ultron here. And he looks fantastic. He articulates great. He looks great. And this is probably going to be my definitive Ultron for the time being. I don't think I really need another Ultron. He's probably going to be a shelf figure anyways. And besides the minor gripes that I have with like some joints not being aligned properly or The wrist joints also coming out with the hands, which is a common issue with KO figures. I think this guy's great. And like I say, he's going to be my definitive Ultron. Unless another company comes around and makes a new Ultron, but it's highly unlikely, especially for this specific iteration of Ultron. And this Ultron looks way better than the SHF, hands down, without a doubt. So this is going to be my Ultron. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you enjoyed the size comparison and all the thoughts and all the things that I have to say about this figure. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here, if you want to see some more reviews, first impressions on figures that are coming out, and all the news that I can update you guys with. I really do appreciate all the support that I'm getting along the way. And again, I want to hear your thoughts on this figure. If you picked him up, if you have him, if you want him, or if you want to know anything about the figure, let me know. I got you guys. I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out.